6 Ways Star Trek Voyager failed Chakotay, but Prodigy won't. Star Trek Voyager resoundingly failed Chakotay as a character, but despite his story issues, Prodigy has a chance to turn Chakotay around. Star Trek Voyager failed Commander Chakotay, Robert Beltran, as a character, but there are ways that Star Trek Prodigy can do better. Chakotay was the USS Voyager's first officer and Captain Janeway's, Kate Mulgrew, right-hand man throughout all 7 seasons of the show. As a former Starfleet officer who left to join the Maquis, only to become Starfleet again when his crew merged with Voyager after getting stuck in the Delta Quadrant, Chakotay had a unique backstory and a theoretically interesting perspective to bring to the table. Other things made Chakotay unique as well. He was Star Trek's first Native American main character, which should have brought much-needed representation to the franchise, and his status as an outsider because of the Maquis should have enhanced the drama of his role as a Star Trek first officer. However, from the start, Chakotay's character and storylines were mishandled by Voyager, and the show squandered his potential for a positive portrayal of Native culture or even interesting development. This began in the very earliest seasons and continues in some form throughout Voyager's run. Voyager did not depict any part of Chakotay's Native identity accurately, although Voyager sought to introduce more diversity into the franchise by making Chakotay Native American. Their execution was badly flawed. This was mostly due to the show hiring a fraudulent Native consultant to advise on Chakotay's character. Voyager's creative team likely had good intentions when they brought on Jamaica Highwater as their Native American authority. However, Highwater was actually born Jackie Marks and had no Native ancestry whatsoever. Marks was exposed as a fraud in 1984, but still went on to consult on Voyager in the 1990s due to his lies not being widely known. Unfortunately, Marks was involved in almost every aspect of making sure Chakotay's Native heritage was handled correctly. This resulted in a stereotypical and in most cases offensive portrayal of Native American culture through Chakotay, which likely hurt the character more than anything else the show did to him. Although Voyager seemed to realize their mistake and largely phased Chakotay's Native practices in later seasons, the damage had already been done. Mark's involvement in Voyager is a stain on the Star Trek franchise, and the damage he did to Chakotay is nothing compared to the harm he caused to real Native people with his false identity claims.